Available now. Link below.
Brace yourselves, America, for the unfolding drama that is Hunter Biden's legal battle. In a shocking turn of events, a federal judge has dealt a crushing blow to the president's son, rejecting his desperate bid to have his tax evasion charges dismissed. The walls are closing in on Hunter as he faces the looming specter of not one but two criminal trials that could coincide with his father's re-election campaign. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the question on everyone's mind is, will Hunter finally be held accountable for his alleged misdeeds, or will his privileged status once again shield him from the consequences of his actions? As the story develops, we'll bring you the exclusive insight and analysis that you won't find anywhere else, so buckle up and stay tuned because you don't want to miss a moment of this single gripping drama. And just like Hunter Biden's attempts to evade accountability, many Americans are grappling with the challenge of maintaining their independence in the face of foreign influence. This is particularly evident in the critical metals industry, where the U.S. currently relies entirely on imports for essential materials like nickel. However, there is hope on the horizon as companies like Alaska Energy Metals are working tirelessly to develop domestic sources of critical metals while adhering to responsible environmental practices. By supporting these efforts, we can help ensure a stable and secure supply chain for the industries that power our nation. To learn more about how you can get involved, visit alaskaenergymetals.com or just simply tap more below. Now, in a significant development that has sent shockwaves through the political landscape, a federal judge has rejected Hunter Biden's bid to have his tax evasion charges dismissed. This decision marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing legal battle surrounding the president's son and sets the stage for a high-stakes trial that could have far-reaching implications for both Hunter and the Biden administration. Now, the judge's ruling comes as a devastating blow to Hunter Biden's legal team, who have argued vehemently for the dismissal of the charges on various grounds. They contend the prosecution was politically motivated and violated Hunter's due process rights, among other claims. However, the court found these arguments unconvincing, stating that the government's case has sufficient merit to proceed to trial. Let's take a look at how the news covered this.
Hey, good morning, Bill. The June 20th trial date appears to be on track. For now, at least, after Judge Mark Scarsi, having said he'd need a couple of weeks, instead ruled against every one of Hunter Biden's 8 motions within just a few days of hearing them. Biden's lead attorney, Abby Lowell, argued in court here in LA last Wednesday that the tax charges should never have been brought. Chief among his arguments was that the case amounts to political persecution of Hunter Biden and is motivated more by his client's last name than by actual wrongdoing. Judge Scarsi gave short shrift to that argument, saying in his ruling, quote, "The motion is remarkable in that it fails to include a single declaration, exhibit, or request for judicial notice. Instead, defendant cites portions of various internet news sources, social media posts, and legal blogs. These citations, however, are not evidence. In essence, the judge ruled that there is indeed a case to answer over allegations that Hunter Biden evaded more than $1.5 million in taxes, spending his money instead, according to prosecutors, on drugs, escorts and girlfriends, exotic cars and clothing. Biden's attorney said Judge Scarsi's decision not to dismiss the charges was flat wrong, saying in a statement, quote, "We strongly disagree with the court's decision and will continue to vigorously pursue Mr. Biden's challenges." It's worth, Bill, noting that language, vigorously pursuing challenges. Hunter Biden's legal team certainly seems intent on appealing this decision and doing everything in their power to push that June 20th trial date back, with the clear hope of ultimately ensuring a trial never happens.
Wow. Okay, Bill? We'll see about that. Jonathan.
Now, the charges against Hunter Biden are serious and extensive. He faces 9 federal counts, including tax evasion, tax fraud, and failure to file taxes for the years 2016 through 2019. The indictment alleges that instead of paying the reported $1.4 million in taxes owed, Hunter diverted the funds to make payments to multiple women, adult entertainment, and pornography. These revelations paint a disturbing picture of a man who seemingly believed himself above the law, using his privileged position to indulge in a life of excess and debauchery while shirking his responsibilities as a taxpayer. But the legal troubles don't end there for the president's son. In addition to the tax evasion charges, Hunter Biden's also facing a federal indictment in Delaware for allegedly possessing a firearm while under the influence of narcotics. Now, this charge adds another layer of complexity to the already tangled web of legal woes and raises further questions about Hunter's judgment and fitness as a public figure. As if that weren't enough, Hunter Biden himself finds himself at the center of an ongoing impeachment inquiry by the House of Representatives. This investigation focuses on his father's actions during his time as vice president, specifically related to Hunter's controversial business dealings in Ukraine and China. The specter of political corruption and influence peddling looms large over this aspect of the case. The American people deserve answers. Now, the implications of the ruling extend beyond Hunter himself. As the son of a sitting president, his legal troubles have the potential to cast a long shadow over the Biden administration and the upcoming presidential election. The prospect of not one but two criminal trials unfolding during the height of the campaign season is a nightmare scenario for the Biden team, who will undoubtedly face intense scrutiny and difficult questions about the president's own role in his son's alleged misdeeds. However, moreover, the Hunter Biden case raises broader questions about the accountability of those in power and the integrity of our justice system. For too long, it seemed that the well-connected and politically influential operate by a very different set of rules than the average American. The fact that Hunter Biden has managed to evade serious consequences for his actions thus far only reinforces this perception and fuels the growing frustration and disillusionment among the public. So as the story continues to unfold, it's crucial that we remain vigilant and demand transparency and accountability from our elected officials and their families. The American people deserve nothing less than the truth, and it is our duty as citizens to hold those in power to the highest standards of ethics and integrity. Now, the rejection of Hunter Biden's bid to dismiss his tax evasion charges is a significant development that sets the stage for a legal and political drama of epic proportions. As the president's son faces the prospect of multiple criminal trials and an ongoing impeachment inquiry, the stakes couldn't be higher. The outcome of this case will have far-reaching implications, not just for Hunter, but for the Biden administration, the upcoming presidential election, and the very fabric of our republic. It's a story that demands our attention and our unwavering commitment to the pursuit of justice, no matter where it may lead. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. It's time for my final thought. The Hunter Biden case represents a critical moment in our nation's history, a test of our commitment to the rule of law and the principle that no one, not even the son of the president, is above the consequences of their actions. As we watch this story unfold, we must ask ourselves, what kind of country do we want to be? Will we allow the powerful and privileged to operate with impunity, or will we demand accountability and justice for all? The rejection of Hunter Biden's bid to dismiss his charges is a step in the right direction, but it is only the beginning. We must remain vigilant, and we must never stop fighting for the integrity of our justice system and the preservation of our republic, because the future of our republic depends on it, and all eyes of history are on this story.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.